I started ballet training quite senior. I started at about age 13, and I think for a lot of people that would consider late. I started in Hong Kong with the Jean Amon School of Ballet, and after my first lesson, I very much would already think I'm going to take dance as my career. And now currently my role is the Dean of the School of Dance with the Hong Kong Academy for Performing Arts. Perhaps before I start to talk about West Kowloon, I'd like to share with you my trajectory as a performer. So I mentioned that I started in Hong Kong, and then further that I trained in Australia and UK at the Royal Ballet Schools, and then after that I become a performer, become an artist in Hong Kong and also abroad. And those 10 good years of being a performing artist really enriched me as a performer. And then after that, I mean, similar to a lot of young students, will have to think about the next career. During that period of transition, I started to become a ballet teacher, as well as taking a lot of projects to be a producer, administrator, whatever I want to do, whatever things is related to dance, I just put my foot in and then try it out. And then that's sort of like another sort of 10 to 15 years in this sort of freelancing, also teaching heavily in the local ballet schools, as well as continues being an independent artist. Then I came to APA again in 2003. So that was my first encounter being a lecturer at the Academy for Performing Arts. So I stayed here for 12 years. And that, again, after 12 years, I was asking myself what else I can do. I think that's kind of curiosity really drives me to take on the challenge to take up the new position as head of dance with the West Kowloon Cultural District. And the reason I sort of really interested in taking up that position is really once in a lifetime project for Hong Kong, and even maybe for Asia. And as someone grew up from Hong Kong and from Hong Kong, I think I would like to take on some challenge, and then hopefully we'll be able to contribute to the whole cultural landscape. Really, I love West Kowloon. I have never had such a fulfilling and satisfactory project because I can really work with all the dance sectors and everyone, including the communities, including the professional, students, up to very senior artists. But I felt being there for 5 years, looking at the whole dance ecology, something is missing is the education. Because I really believe education is the cradle for the future for dance development. So last year there was an opportunity to have a vacancy at the academy, and then I was also thinking what else I can do at West Kowloon, and so that's also the reason why I decided I would like to come back to the APA and take on this new challenge. The School of Dance offers diploma program, BFA program, and MFA program. And each student coming into our diploma and also the BFA program, they will have to choose a major. Currently, we are offering a major in ballet, Chinese dance, and contemporary dance. The structure is really built on the sort of current landscape in Hong Kong, because as many of us know, we have a Hong Kong Ballet, Hong Kong Dance Company, City Contemporary Dance Company, which are the 3 flagships company. So the education here is very much working in line with the industry development, and therefore we have this sort of 3 majors. And the students coming in to do their diploma and also BFA program, they are focused on dance performance. And then the MFA program is a 2 years degree. It's very much based on the research and practice idea, which means artists coming in to take on this program, they have lots of opportunities to interrogate, to question, to critically look at their own practice, whether they want to choose to be a choreographer, dance educator, dance scientist, or a performer. So students interested to come into the academy, first of all, they have to apply. And then after they apply, we will screen through their dance experience because this is a very prestige and also the only professional dance academy in Hong Kong. And each year we only take a small number of intake, roughly around 45 to 50 students per year. The audition is very, very vigorous. And therefore a high performing ability is crucial. So selected students will be invited to come in for the audition, and then they will be participating in a ballet class, Chinese dance class, and also contemporary dance, depending on the first preference of major that they would like to take when they come into the academy. So after they take a technique class, they will also be invited to take another dance technique classes. So for example, if ballet students wanting to major in ballet, they will definitely take a ballet class, and then they will also be invited to take a contemporary dance class. Sometimes we will also integrate a little bit of improvisation to check on their creativity. And then after the first round, selected students will come back for the second round of audition. And then in the second round of auditions, they will again take a ballet class or take a technique class of their choice, as well as they will present a little bit of solo. And the most importantly is after that we will do an interview, one-on-one interview, to really to understand the students' interest in dance and whether they understand coming here is taking on a profession. And then again, selected students will be invited to come back and do a body screening examination. So in our BFA program, we are very much focused on training students to have excellence in performance. So performance is really crucial in the whole program, in the whole 4 years program. So we provide a lot of opportunities for our students to perform in a outdoor setting, in the small studios, in a small theater, as well in our lyric theater, which house about 1,400 audience. So it's a very, very big stage. But we progressively increase this performance opportunity to nurture the students' the ability and also skills as a performer. And of course, apart from being a performer, we also will equip students with what we call other knowledge in dance. Because I think for the 21st century as a performing artist, skill is not the only criteria to get them into a company. To have a critical mind, to have a creativity, and be responsive to the demand of the current choreographers' choreographic style, as well as self-management, knowledge in dance history, knowledge in being a teaching artist, and even knowledge in looking after their own body. This is really the gear to be a good performer. These are all integrated into the 4 years program. So students, apart from a lot of people would think students only practice in class or taking dance steps. In fact, the whole day of their schooling here, they have to take classes. Sometimes they will take academic studies and also what we call contextual study courses, really to integrate the mind and body, and then with the knowledge to fuse, to train them and into the future artist pathway. Passion is definitely important. Curiosity as being an artist is also important. To really think about how they want dance as a career. Because I think students also need to understand, I mean, a lot of people would do, dance has a very short career. Passion can have a start, but perseverance, self-discipline, and also the interest in exploring different career pathway in the whole dance industry is something I would like students to actually have a bit of research before they come in, because otherwise, after 4 years, they will get a bit disappointed